So quantitative easing in the Eurozone. In a recent blog you wrote, "I am not opposed to money printing," which is what this programme is. So what's your alternative?
My alternative to the quantitative easing programme, which has quite simply injected money into speculative asset investment, is what I call green quantitative easing. Now, you don't have to put the green in front, but the point is that it's about spending money into the economy through the creation of new jobs by the building of new infrastructure. Now, that infrastructure could be hospitals, it could be schools, it could be roads, it could be transport systems, it could be green energy systems, and I think that would be exceptionally efficient because we are not good at green energy. It could be tidal energy from which we could invest and build a sustainable business in the UK. All of those things create jobs, and they have one unique quality that all of them have. They must create those jobs here because those assets would be in the UK, and therefore the money would not leak out of the UK into other economies, which is vital if we're going to keep the benefit of what we spend within our own economy. So this is a programme about job creation. It's about putting people to work. It's about taking people off benefits. It's about getting them to pay tax. It's about putting more money in their pockets so that they spend more and therefore revive the rest of the economy. But it's about trying to keep the benefit of that spending process as tightly as possible within the UK. So we give the boost to our economy that we need using our ability to print money in our central bank, which we've got because we're not in the euro. This all makes complete economic sense. It does exploit the Keynesian multiplier effect, but it delivers what people want, and that's jobs.
You have been very sceptical about how banks will utilise this cash. However, recent regulations have increased liquidity requirements, forcing banks to sit on cash. So if it's anyone's fault, surely it's the regulators.
Well, look, let's remember what happened in 2008. Our banks fell over. Our banks fell over in part because they did not have enough cash, because they had actually overgeared. Now, let's distinguish between the financial services sector and the rest of the economy. The financial services sector is not there to actually make enormous profits, and it's certainly not there to drive our economy. The financial services sector that is there to service the needs of real people living in the real economy and to serve businesses who can create wealth by creating real products and services required by real people. And banking does not do that. Banking fundamentally moves money, and its use is, of course, in spreading risk, but that is insurance, not in banking. So the whole banking process is, in fact, pretty much a zero-sum game. I'm not worried if regulators say, you must hold more cash because that will prevent you falling over again. That will prevent you speculating too heavily again. I think that what we've got wrong is our belief that it is banks who can create wealth, when in fact that is done by the old-fashioned sort of business who actually make something that people want and which they can consume.